It's hot in the studio today, huh? America's only Irish station, Radio Irish. That's what you're watching. Sean McCarthy here. And a most remarkable gesture of appreciation for what I do here at Radio Irish, namely promote all things Irish, or mostly things Irish, came in the door the other day in the post, and from Ireland. You know, I have to say, there is no Tourism Ireland behind Radio Irish, nor is there an Enterprise Ireland or a Board Fulcher or any sponsor whatsoever. And everything you see and hear here on Radio Irish comes out of my own work. 5 years broadcasting now, and so when somebody turns around and shows some appreciation for what I do here on Radio Irish, it means an awful lot to me. And something came in the post in that regard. You see, the story starts here in New York City when recently the highly collectible paintings of renowned Irish artist Richard Hearns went on exhibit at the Lighthouse Gallery, with Cardinal Timothy Dolan launching the opening of Richard's new show. And I had the great pleasure of conducting an interview with Richard and his wife Boo up on the High Line here in Manhattan, which was a lovely occasion altogether, during which time I got to discuss Richard's paintings and his meteoric rise to stardom in the world of art. Richard Hearns' paintings are now highly sought after and collectible, and that being a testament to his sheer skill as an artist and the individuality and unique nature of his paintings. So to make a long story short, Richard and I were chatting after the interview on the High Line about this and that, and I happened to mention that one of my favourite poets was the great Pulitzer Prize-winning American poet William Carlos Williams, who lived in Rutherford, New Jersey. He lived at number 12 Ridge Road in Rutherford, New Jersey, William Carlos Williams. Sure, he was Rutherford's main GP at the time, the local doctor, and he would write his poetry literally between seeing patients on notepads and doctor's office stationery and so on. It relaxed him, you see, from the various ungodly sights of the day, I suppose you could imagine. Anyway, I told Richard about The Red Wheelbarrow, which is one of William Carlos Williams' most famous poems, which I shall recite for you in its entirety now. The Red Wheelbarrow by William Carlos Williams. So much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, glazed with rain water beside the white chickens. And that's it. A beautiful poem, short and sweet, and easily memorized. Part of the brilliance of William Carlos Williams was his ability to reach out and captivate the hearts and minds of ordinary folk, you see. And quite similarly is the work and art of Richard Hearns. Simple, yet intriguing in its composition, though quite complex in its form and texture and its execution. So Richard has sent us a little gift from his studio in the west of Ireland to show his appreciation and for some coverage that we did of his recent Manhattan exhibit. And sure, I nearly fell over, so I did, when I opened the package to find the barrow. Would you look at that? What a grand gesture of appreciation from the great Irish artist Richard Hearns, isn't it? And I think the barrow will go nicely there beside my PJ Kenny of the Halfpenny Bridge in Dublin and my Richard Gibney Oil of Braehead in County Wicklow. The perfect spot there for the barrow from Richard Hearns. Thank you so much, Richard. Honest to goodness now, I'll treasure that, so I will. Right, let's get on with it here now. America's only Irish station, RadioIrish.com.